It is 6 a.m. Saturday morning, and I am just getting my cup ready so that I can put espresso shots in when I get to work. So I'm just grabbing my chai, couldn't find it. Almost grabbed the chicken broth again to put into there, but I just put this sugar-free chai mix until it reaches the bottom part, the top of the bottom part, and it has 0 calories, but it's so good. I also love just straight up tea with no flavor. So preference, all about preference, but it does end up sweet because I end up putting this 30 calorie almond milk in there, and it's like gluten free and all the things. That's what I was trying to show here, but the camera's not picking it up. So I do 2 cups of this since it is only 30 calories, and I want to fill this entire 40-ounce cup up. And so I always measured it out, put it in there. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I am going to add my strawberry syrup, of course. And then whenever I get to work, I will add between 2 and 4 shots, just depending on how I feel. I think I only added 2 shots today. But yeah, this is my daily coffee when I go to work. Not at home. At home, it's completely different coffee that I do since I'm just brewing regular coffee in my Keurig. And then, of course, every time I head into work, I go ahead and prep my breakfast or lunch, whatever I'm going to be having that day at work. It just depends what time I go in and all that. But since my shift is from 7 to 2, I just am prepping breakfast, and then I will eat later whenever I get home. But I'm just doing 200 grams of Greek yogurt. I really like the one from Walmart, the Better Goods brand. And then I couldn't get to Target. I couldn't get to Target to get my regular honey, so I just picked up this little bear one at Walmart. And whatever, I don't know, it's all the same to me. I don't know anything about raw honey and which one's better and all the things. Maybe I'll look into it, who knows. And then I just had a little bit of granola, so I went ahead and put the rest in there, which was a little over a serving, so I just calculated it for what it was, whatever. And I'm going to need to get some more granola because I'm completely out of this one and the blue bag. But if you're looking for a good granola, this Purely Elizabeth one is so good. And they have so many flavors, so many different flavors and stuff. And then they also have ones, I think, that are gluten-free as well. It's just the original one and the chocolate chip one are the only ones that I've tried. But I weighed it all out on my scale, and then I used my fancy little Tupperware, my just Better Goods thing. Not Better Goods. What am I saying? Anyways, I am clearly out of it today, so I just put everything in my bag, and then I went ahead and mixed up my Mixhers Metabolic Balance in my water bottle. I always have to take a big gulp of it first so that it doesn't go everywhere and come out of the water bottle, blah, 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 blah. So I just mixed that up and drink it on my way to work. I try to mix it before I leave the house so that way it doesn't get all over my car, and then I can drink it on my way to work so that when I get to work I can just have my coffee and I don't have to worry about switching between my 2 drinks. After work, I went to the Goodwill. Y'all know I love me a little weekly thrift store browse. This was really cute. It's one of those things that protects your food. And then this coffee maker is actually an $80 coffee maker, but they had it for $10, and I just refused to pay that much for something at the Goodwill. And then I found this cute little cross stitch of Sesame Street, and I just thought it was so cute. Look at these. They have all the characters. I didn't see Big Bird, but whatever. These were so cute, so I had to feature them. And then these bunnies, I don't really know, is this a mom and a baby, or I don't know. And then this muslin swaddle, I wanted to get it to see if I could make something out of it, but I chose to leave it behind, as well as this mirror, which was a good deal. It was only $2.99. And then, guys, I found the Elmo. He wasn't with the rest of the group, but I found
Girly Pops. Welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday when I am recording this. I don't think it really matters, but I like to let y'all know, like, I do pre-record my videos. But I'm gonna probably lose track of what I'm trying to say because I was like planning it all in my head while I was driving home from work, and I didn't have anywhere to write that down or like voice record it or anything. So I'm kind of just flying by the what's the saying? I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm flying by the pants of my seat, or the seat of my, what is it?
I think that's the first one.
Anywho, I am just winging it here. So today I am just going to be talking about what a like mind boggle it is to be actively losing weight, in a calorie deficit, what have you. It's so like awkward because like you want people to notice, but then once people do start noticing, it's kind of like a, oh yeah, like thanks for noticing. It's like super, for me at least, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like when people start telling you like, oh, I can tell. Well, I say thank you too, but also if I say thank you, I kind of feel like that's weird. I don't know. Anyways, I'm weird about the whole thing. I don't know why, but I have finally hit the point. My app said that I've been tracking for 75 days, 2 days. So I am so excited. That is such a huge goal for me. Like a milestone, 75 days. So about 2.5 months. So I think I said this in like one of my last videos, but people are starting to notice, which is great because I can finally feel like it's not just all in my head or like, you know, just me or like just my husband hyping me up or whatever. I finally see that others are noticing, and it's like great. It is actually paying off, and that it just feels great. It feels great for your work to be noticed. But with that, I've also gotten things like, oh, you must be eating like nothing but lettuce. Are you even eating? Oh, so what? You're not eating breads? You know, why are you eating that? You don't even need to lose weight. You this, that, and the other. And I just wanted to say, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that. I wanted to say that when you are in fat loss mode, whenever you are in diet mode, whenever you are locked in, you have to have your blinders on. You have to have your blinders on because it is so easy to, one, get distracted by people saying like, you look great, you don't even need to lose weight, or like, you already lost so much, what are you, like, you don't even need to lose any more, like things like that, because you're like, oh, maybe I do look good, maybe I am, like, oh, I'll have some ice cream tonight, I'll have some cake later because I am like doing so well, like people are noticing now, or like those jeans finally fit me. You cannot let that distract you from your goal. And on the other hand, you cannot let peer pressure distract you from your goal either. Bottom line, like I always say, remember your goal, because it is also easy for people to say, oh, but you've been doing so well, like you've been doing so good, you've been doing this for so long already, even though it's only been like, you know, a month or a week or whatever. The people who know that you're doing it, and I don't think that people do it on purpose. It's just you know, wanting to include you in things, and it can be easy for them to say, oh, come on, just have, like, have a cinnamon roll with us. Come on, just order lunch with us. Come on, just do this, just do that. And it can be super easy to want to like people please and to not want to feel like the party pooper or like the nut of the group or whatever. But remember your goals. And you guys know that I am not one to say not to participate, because we all know that last month, the holidays, Mother's, like all the things, I do not stray away from eating. I do not stray away from celebrating. I'm not going to exclude myself. Like, I am not going to get FOMO. But with that, okay, so I'm going to say something, and this also goes both ways. So consistency is key. And when I say that, I mean that the only way that you are going to get to your goal is by being consistent. Being consistent with your meal plan, whatever that may be, whatever you choose, whether it's being in a calorie deficit, or it is being on Weight Watchers, or like cutting carbs, cutting this, cutting that, what have you. Whatever it is, stay consistent with it. You fell off yesterday, that's okay. Get back on today. Just because you fell off for one meal doesn't mean that all the rest of your work is going to go down the drain. And I've said this before. But on the other hand, being consistent can also get you back to where you were, back to where you started, back to actually being consistent got you to what made you want to start a weight loss journey in the first place, because you were consistently eating junk. You were consistently eating sweets. You were consistently giving in to the group lunch, to the group coffee orders, to the group pizza nights and things like that. So all that to say, the occasional lunch, you know, say, okay, once a month I'll eat out with everyone at work, or you know, once a month I'll go out with my friends to have some wine, or charcuterie board night, things like that. Or like, oh, I know that I have book club and I'm gonna like really want to eat the snacks there, I'm making something, whatever. But have those set days and don't do any more than those days. Be consistent. So just like one day of eating good and working out is not going to get you results, one day of having crap meals or cheat meals, or something that's going a little bit over your calories or whatever. Yesterday I went over 1,000 and something from my calories because I wanted Wingstop. I wanted wings, and specifically Wingstop. I was not going to really be happy unless I got Wingstop wings. And it had been a while since we ate there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I know that I'm going over my calories, but I also know that I will continue to be consistent. And this one day is not going to mess me up, even if it is 1,000 calories over. But I think that it's just important to note that you can still live life. You can still be included in things. You can still join in on things without having to sacrifice your goal, sacrifice what you know you are focused on, and just don't give in to peer pressure. Just don't do it. But also, I also want anyone who is on a weight loss journey or thinking about being on one, or maybe someone who, maybe you know someone who's on one and you kind of think too, like, oh, she must only eat like lettuce. I bet she can't eat bread. She can't eat cookies. Have y'all seen my meals? Have y'all seen what I eat in a day? It's kind of ridiculous. I eat giant meals. I eat cookies. The other day I could, my family was going to eat at McDonald's, and I was like, I have about 1,200 calories left for the day. I can eat McDonald's. Was it gluten-free? No, but we all know how that's going. So I am trying to be consistent, and most days, most meals, I am gluten-free, but there is the occasional hiccup. So, with all that being said, being in a calorie deficit does not have to be boring. It does not have to um, make you like take your joy away, because I feel like if you do that, if you just go cold turkey, if you jump into any diet with saying like completely like excluding a food group, whether it be sugar, carbs, whatever it is, I feel like that's just not going to work, because if you're depriving yourself of something, you're just going to want it more, you know? So I think, and of course I'm not like a dietitian or medical expert or anything like that, but I think that it's my opinion that if you are in a calorie deficit, you can eat whatever you want. Again, going back to consistency. If you want to build muscle and you want to look great, you want to be healthy, if that is also your goal, if your goal is not just to be skinny but to be healthy, then yes, of course, make your meals high protein, high fiber. Make sure that you are getting well-rounded meals. But okay, example. On the first day of my cycle, I know that it's just going to be, I know that I already want bread. I already want sweets. So I make it fit into my calories, because I know that the chances of me having the energy, one, to get up and make a balanced meal, not going to happen. Two, if I don't get the like chocolate that I am craving, I am going to be a hangry witch. And nobody wants that. And I just want chocolate. I just want sweet. I just want sugar, because I'm like a little sugar goblin. And I make it fit into my calories. So if it fits into your calories and you are still staying in a calorie deficit, if you are staying in a calorie deficit 6 out of 7 days a week, let's all aim for 7 out of 7. But if you are staying 5-6 days, that is consistency. That's consistency. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to look like someone else's journey looks. Your food diary does not have to be the same exact as someone else's food diary. Find things that you enjoy. For instance, I enjoy taking walks in the morning or in the late evening. So that's what's gotten me out and got me moving my body. I enjoy certain workouts. I don't really enjoy ab workouts, but I enjoy arm workouts. I enjoy leg and glute workouts. I enjoy workouts where I don't have to be on the floor, because I'm old and my ear is like itchy. I enjoy meals that I know are easy to make. So when I have my yogurt on rotation for like 3 days a week, it's because it's easy for me, and I know that I'm going to be able to do that, and I know that it's easy accessible. It's a fairly cheap meal breakfast option. It is easy for me to just measure everything out into one bowl and eat it like that. It's easy for me to have these gluten-free chicken nuggets on hand for nights when I'm home late. I stick to a lot of the same meals because when I find something that works and I get into the routine of it and it's easy, that works for me. So just find what works for you and just shut out all the noise, shut out all the outside noise. Whether it's good or bad, just shut it all out and focus on your goal. Just continue to remember your goals, continue to strive for the best that you can do each day. And if you fall off, just get back up and get back on. Don't wait for Monday. Again, don't wait for the beginning, like the next month or whatever. I'm sorry, my ear is like super itchy. I don't know why, like the inside. But that is it. That is all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get on here and, I don't know, flap my gums, because I enjoy doing that. So I hope that this has given you some sort of peace of mind, some sort of I don't know, like confirmation that you are doing great and that you don't have to be perfect, and that even when you hit certain milestones, even when you hit certain goals, to keep going. Don't let that be where you stop, because you worked so hard to get there. You may as well just keep going, you know? I It's funny because people are like, why are you even eating that? Like, you don't need it. You don't you're not like a big girl. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. But even though I don't look it, I don't look like it. My cholesterol was high. I don't want to have, my family has a history of heart failure. My family has a history of diabetes and high blood pressure and things like that. I don't want to head down that road. I'm only 31. There's absolutely zero reason, besides the American diet, that I should be, I'm sorry, this is gross, but, there is zero reason that at 31 I should have high cholesterol. So there's zero reason that I shouldn't be moving my body every single day and doing the best I can with the meals that I'm perfectly capable of making. So to that, I just say thank you. I appreciate it. I love that, that other people don't think that I need to be on a diet or need to be counting calories. But it's all personal. It's all part of my goal, and I'm not even halfway to where I want to be yet. So I accept all of the encouragement, and I am so grateful for all of it, and I'm so grateful for you, and I am here to support you whenever you're ready to jump on the train with me. And yeah, I hope that we can do this together, and we can reach our goals together. And yeah, I am going to sign off now. So bye. Please remember, Kellen's not here, but please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all those things. I would let Sis say it, but I don't know if she wants to be on camera.
Share.
Sure.
And share.
And share. Don't forget to share. Share with the whole world. Like, that's it. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all so much. Bye. We ended up going to this grocery store that we often forget about, but we absolutely love. My husband found so many different flavors of Alani, which he lives on, and I found a whole bunch of gluten-free items, and the girls just love looking around at everything.